there's not a lot of brands that would allow you to pull this off.
Yeah.
Porsche is the first one that comes to mind because of their extensive support for the classic vehicles, probably more so than any other manufacturer. We're blessed. Like I said, the universe has put these situations in front of me, and I am not what you would consider a big planner. I don't plan, but I tend to react really well. And when these things come up, I grab on with both hands, I jump on. My team sees that I jump on, and they follow me and they support me, and this would not be possible without the dozens of people that work for me that made this happen. I mean, I barely catch these things in my mind. They're the ones that really execute it. A lot of it came to faith, came to trust, and luckily having Joe as my partner on this, me and him, we've become friends over all this now. It's even past beyond RWB at this point. We're gonna stay friends forever. Just the amount of people that I've met before the car even has been built right now, it's outstanding. Like, if you are ever at a loss for friends, find a way to get an RWB. So. As soon as he said those 3 letters, my immediate answer before even asking for a price was, I'm in. And a couple weeks later, me and Joe meet, car shows up, we did some paperwork. He had another 911 on order, so it was a pretty easy transaction, and it was an easy sell for me because I've always wanted to be involved in this type of project, always wanted to build one, and really didn't know where to start. And the fact that the universe landed that project on my lap, basically next to a stake, I could not ignore the universe's call, and we had to take this project to the end.
I'm a little support sometimes.
The not knowing, I guess, is the biggest hang up. You have to have faith. You have to have faith that it's going to happen. It isn't like an invoice shows up and, hey, this is my kit. I literally did this deal on screenshots from the Line app to verify that the kit was real. So. Support from not just the Nakai side, who you see him in the internet, you see him in videos, and you have an image of him being a superstar. He's big neon lights. That's Akira Nakai, to those that don't know him. But just from today, from the few hours of us hanging out and eating and doing our thing, I can't think of a more accessible human than Akira Nakai. He is gracious, and he really. It's very easy, and I've seen this many times with celebrities that are our customers and other people, very wealthy clients, very clients with a lot of connections. They tend to look at the world as their subjects, because they are at this level. I know Nakai felt like he was at my level, and I just had met him. And there's very few times that you meet people who have that immediate effect. He is one in a million, even aside from RWB, and I could tell you that from meeting a lot of people. I mean, a lot of Joe's direction on the project was, sort of as a tribute to the Japanese heritage of RWB. So, the wheels being Spanish gold with the red calipers from R1, popping out through the back. Evo 61 made a tremendously intricate set of wheels for the car, and when you see them, the amount of hours that went into this, and that's what I really value, the dedication to the details. And we resealed the engine here in-house, we did some suspension work, but basically, I painted the car, I cleaned the car up, added a few elements. Joe did most of the work when it came to getting the car to where it is today, and we just put some window dressing on it, so.
I love that.
How do you usually pick the names for the cars?
That's inspired. That depends on the customer, something like for location also different, Yeah, always different.
So it's based off their personality?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. And then what about Joe's car?
Joe's car, he recommend. He want to make sure get the side Japanese something animation something from something like that. I don't know.
What was the name?
Son Goku.
Oh, thanks, Nakai.
No problem. Yeah, man.